Child care, domestic violence shelters across Arkansas say they're feeling the effects of major cuts to federal funding as well. For one shelter in Pine Bluff, the Committee Against Spouse Abuse, or CASA, the loss could mean closing its doors after more than 4 decades of serving survivors. THV11's Maya Ellison shows us the impact of those cuts and what's at stake for the center if it shuts down.
There's only one women's shelter in Pine Bluff, CASA, who served the community for quite some time, providing resources for women and children looking to escape domestic violence. But on Wednesday, everything could change, not just for them, but for shelters across the state.
As early as last month, I had a young lady that was about 19 years old, and she had a maybe 4-week-old baby. We were there to try to help her through some of that, to be able to let her know that you don't have to go through this.
CASA, the Committee Against Spouse Abuse, has served more than 40,000 women and children since 1979. But more than 40 years later, their work could come to a halt.
I think as early as last Thursday, when I received the email about the over $250,000 cut.
Executive Director Tamala Garth says the news was unexpected and that a cut that large could cause drastic consequences.
That's going to dramatically decrease the service that we provide.
Housing, rental assistance, and case specialists all could be eliminated.
What do we do? Where do we go from here?
And it's not just in Pine Bluff. Shelters across Arkansas are feeling the impact.
A lot of them don't know how long they're going to keep the lights on. One of them told me they only have enough funds to last a year.
According to the Arkansas Department of Finance, federal funds are distributed to centers through the Victims of Crime Act. In 2023, $17 million was provided in supplemental funding. But this year, cuts are being made in response to changes in federal budget policy, leaving shelters like CASA uncertain about the future.
The process is really kind of dramatically abrupt, so to speak. And we're looking at how we're going to be able to persevere.
Board Chair Dr. Simi Armstrong says closure is a real possibility, something CASA has long hoped to avoid.
We potentially take the risk of sending them right back to an abusive relationship, because that's where they're going to go.
And it's not just survivors who are impacted. Staff members, the people who keep the shelter running, could also lose their livelihoods.
Our entire staff, all of our advocates have been laid off.
So we're going to have to figure out ways to try to recapture that magnanimous support that we have always received.
In Pine Bluff, Maya Ellison, THV11 News.